Alright gang, welcome back to our 200 horsepower challenge on CalmLands. You join me, it is now actively March, and we've begun our corn harvest, which is good. I believe our fish processing area has run out of corn, or it's very close to running out of corn if it hasn't. So it's good that we're going to have some corn here incoming once again. Besides that, today there is one other field that is ready to harvest. It is one of our root crop fields, and I forget which one that is. I believe it's the parsnip? Could be wrong. Yeah, parsnip. Parsnip is also ready to harvest today. So we'll be harvesting that one as well, or at least we'll be beginning to harvest, and we may not actually get it fully done. But regardless, we will begin that process as well. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well today. Things are going well for me, for the most part. Still waiting at the time of this recording for the newest challenge to come out that Christu and Rusty are in the process of working on. So I would suspect that that will, information will be coming out on that here probably in the next week or so, I would suspect. If not sooner. And what does that mean for this series? I've talked about it before, but we'll bring it up again real quick. Whenever that does come out, we will finish this series, no matter really where we are. I mentioned before, since there's no actual, try to get so much money in this challenge, right? It's not, let's get to a certain dollar amount or anything like that. It's just a limitation on power and trying to succeed, and we've clearly succeeded with that. Since that's the case, what we're going to do to finish the series out is if we haven't harvested something that we've recently planted, and what I mean by that is we haven't done anything with the sugar beets yet, and we haven't done anything with the grapes. If the new series comes out before we're done harvesting those, or before we've even harvested those, I should say, what we will do is we will just kind of jump cut a couple of months, cheat a little bit, I guess, just so we can harvest those. And everything else we won't harvest. We'll just leave it as it is. I said I was going to leave the farm as a working farm, right? And I'm going to add some other things to it when the final episode does come into play, just to make it look a little bit more realistic as a farm. Right now, we may not have some of that stuff put down, just because it's easier to work the fields and utilize workers without having that stuff down. Specifically, like fences, right? Fences get in the way, trees, things like that. They get in the way of utilizing a worker, because they won't be able to go the whole way to the end. So we'll do some of that as well, some touch-up work like that, to make it look a little bit more like a realistic, legitimate farm, to end the series out that way. So at least that's my idea at current. But it could be a couple weeks away, could be a month away, who knows. I really don't know when this new series will be released. At least details on it will be released by the two of them. And I don't really know when they're going to start it, but whenever they start it, that's going to be our goal, is to try to start it with them. And if we're not able to start it on the same day they do, at least a few days after or something like that. Looks like this harvester is going to need a service again relatively soon. It's pretty old. I think this is the original one we bought, so it's the oldest one, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to service it after this harvest. Hopefully we can get through this harvest, but I'll keep an eye on it and make sure. Once we go around the headland here, like we typically do at the start of any harvest, I will throw in a worker for a brief period of time until we're able to get a worker going on the root crops over there. We'll have the worker just rock the root crops like we always do, and I'll come back over and take over for this. Now, besides harvesting today, the only other thing to do is to re-drill these fields. I don't suspect that we will finish the root crop today, but that's okay, right? We constantly just continue to harvest the root crops, and we're fine with that, so no problem there. But we do have $750,000, as you can see. I also saw, when I flipped to March, that there is no more room for eggs to be produced in our new our new chicken coop over there. So we've got to go get one of the forklifts, or one of the wheel loaders rather, and move some of those eggs out of the way so more will spawn for us. We also probably need to take a look at the chickens and their food, right? We need to get them some food. We also have the ability, and we probably will start it at least. We might wait till the next episode to do the next, well, most of it, but we need to at least start doing the mowing as well on the hill up there. I said in the last episode that I would work on the sheep a little bit off camera. I did not do that. I am sorry. Life got in the way a little bit, so unfortunately I didn't get to do that. So we'll work on the sheep as well today, making sure that they get some food so they can continue to process some wool for us. But other than that, that's it. That's all we gotta do. Re-drill these fields potentially, but like I said, we might save that for episode 2 in March. There's only gonna be 2 in this month for sure, if there even is 2. We may end up doing it today, right? Just depends on how things go. Depends on where our time is on the episode itself, and just how things go in general. So. We're almost full here, so we're going to have to get the tractor and the trailer out here very soon so we can start unloading that. We'll use the bigger one because we need the small one for the root crops, because the root crop harvester will not be able to unload onto the bigger trailer. So, I'm not sure we're going to make it all the way around the headland here before we get full. But we might. We might get just enough, actually. So recently on the channel I put out a bonus video, and I'm going to do that every once in a while. You're going to get some bonus videos every once in a while, and they're going to be just, you know, one-off part 1, part 2 videos, maybe even a part 3 depending on how long the game is. But it's just going to be bonus stuff that has to do with farming of some sort. It's kind of like a puzzle farming game, Island Farmer. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't do any commentary on it. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I decided just not to do commentary on that one. But we're going to do that all the way through. I think there's only 20 levels, and we did, the part 1 was 10, so the next one will be part 2, and it'll kind of complete it. Just some bonus videos for you if you're interested, and you certainly don't have to watch them, and I know that's, you probably come here just to watch farming stuff, but farming simulator stuff, I should say. But, I don't know. Just thought it was a good idea to put it in there, so we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Not a whole lot of views on it, and 1 negative dislike, so I kind of expected that, I guess, but, you know, it was worth a shot. I think it only cost me like 99 cents with the time I bought it. It was on sale or something, and I was like, oh, that'd be something fun to add as like a bonus video for everyone to check out. And I'm sure as I carry on, there'll be more bonus videos like that, right? There are other farming games besides Farming Simulator, and Farming Simulator obviously is the best, and it's the one that, you know, everybody likes, and the one that I enjoy doing. But there are other ones, and I really haven't played any of the other ones, so maybe at some point I'll, you know, do a one-off video trying those out. Who knows? Guess it really depends on Farming Simulator 25 and what's really out there in the first, you know, couple of weeks, first month or whatever. Like I talked about already, right? I suspect there won't be pretty much any maps to download off of ModHub for a while, right? It's just going to be those 3. So maybe we throw one of those other farming games into the mix here every once in a while just to give it a shot and try it out. I don't know. Probably won't end up doing it. These are just things in my head, but maybe it'll be, you know, a bonus video like the Island Farmer, where I just, you know, one-off throw it out every once in a while, whenever the time permits. Alright, well that's unloading. We've got a worker on it, so he should be good. Let's get in the Volvo, wherever the Volvo is. So much equipment now, it takes forever. Nope, I just destroyed that. Oh well. Let's get this thing set up. We can get the worker going on this. This is a very, very large field, which is why I'm saying we probably won't get it done today. It might not even get done in the next episode. Who knows? But regardless, we can let the worker go for a while. I can also probably get a worker. Actually, I think I'm going to. I said we were going to do it at some point. We had really yet to do that, but let's do it now. Let's get a worker going on the fence, and we can go the other way. On the other end, I should say. Right? We can give it a shot, see how it goes. Oh, that needs to be sprayed. I'm just killing crop looking at that. Shoot. Really? I thought we cultivated this. Didn't we cultivate this? We cultivated that in the last episode. I know we did. It's been a bit since I've done a video here, gang, so maybe I'm blanking on something, but I swear we... I mean, it hasn't been for you guys, but for me it's been a bit, so... I'm confused. I'm very confused now. I swear we cultivated that, and so there shouldn't be weeds. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get it sorted out eventually. It won't take that long to spray it anyway, so I guess we'll just do a deal with it, but I swear we cultivate. I mean, I don't even think you can drill it unless you cultivate it, right? Maybe I just didn't use the right cultivator. I did use that big one. That might be part of the problem. That's right. It might be it. That might be it. Alright, we got a worker going on this one now. We'll see how it goes. They're both far enough apart until they get closer. They shouldn't have any issue. They should be fine. Let's grab the Landini. We haven't used it in a bit. We need to put some service on the Landini as well. And give it some gas. So let's do that now. $313, not too bad. $3,117. We're just gonna climb this. We've got the tires. We can do it. Nice. Alright, let's get this over here so we can get it prepped for the root crops. And then we'll go take a look at the corn harvest, see how close we are to full there. Yeah, this should work out well. They're both on different angles now, or different ends, I should say. This should work fine. I'll just leave that there for right now. Oh, he's fine. It's going to be one of the root crops. That's almost full. Alright, we're good. Let me move him out of the way, though. He might be in the way. Alright, final little touch-up thing that needs to happen here. Where's my other... There it is. We need this Volvo, and we need to move the eggs out of the way. We can just go drop those off, actually, as a matter of fact. I don't know if it's actually going to fit this way. I might not be able to do it. Let me see. Alright, looks like it worked. Never mind. Alright, let's see if we can get all three here. You guys know I'm not the best at this, but I'll do the best I can here. Oh boy, that just turned on me. Well, I think we could still get it, though. Good. Now there more should spawn in there, hopefully. Maybe not. They still have plenty of food, so they're fine. Maybe they just don't make any, and maybe they can't store anything in that building. Maybe that's what it is. Could be. Alright, they're both full. That's definitely going to speed that process up. Holy smokes, that's going to speed that up. Alright, that's good. Let's jump into this. Gonna be doing a lot of unloading right here today, gang. That's what we're gonna be doing. What I'll probably do here once I get control of this, and they're back to working again, and unload the corn one more time, we'll go jump into the swather. We'll get a worker going on doing the grass field as well. Now, we may not pick up all the grass today. We certainly could save that for the next episode, along with re-drilling, you know, the fields in the next episode. But we can at least get the grass down and maybe pick up a little bit just to get the sheep back in order. All right, so let's flip back into this. He's missing bits. It is what it is. Let's get into the swather. We got time. We got a minute. Or at least get it set up and ready to go. Alright, the corn is full, so let's go ahead and the harvester for corn is full. Let's go ahead and unload that real quick. I got the swather pretty much set up almost, and I forgot that's the first time I think... maybe it's not the first time, I forget now. Is that the first time since we've done the house that we put up on the hill? I don't know. My brain's a little weary here, gang, because June was such a busy month for me, as I've mentioned to you guys many times, right? So I'm a little foggy on that one, I think. No, I think we did harvest it once, didn't we? I think we did. I think we mowed that one time. Either way, regardless, the swather's up there and almost in position, and I'm just going to go around the, well, I guess it's like a mini headland there around our little house that we put in the hills that we put up there. I'll go around that to try to give a little bit of space to the worker. And then we'll throw a worker on it and get the worker going on the mowing as well. Alright, worker's going again. Perfect. Let's back this up just a little bit, just in case. Alright, let's get back to the swather. There it is. Yeah, I think we did it. I'm pretty sure, at least. Pretty sure we did. And the root crops are nearly full again. Really wish there was a bigger harvester for collecting for root crops. It probably would be over 200 horsepower, so we probably wouldn't be able to utilize it in this series anyway, but... either way, I still think that would be Pretty cool. Alright, it's on a worker. Let the worker do its thing. Let me find my trailer here, my Landini. I would think the sugar beets are getting pretty close now at this point, right? They gotta be. So we're going to have to come back and touch that up. He's missing a section there, but that's alright. It probably wasn't perfectly lined up as much as I'd like it to be. Let's, well, quick save there, and let's see here. Yeah, looks like next episode. Next episode, oh boy, next episode. Well, no, not the next episode, but next month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields are going to be ready. Oh boy. You want to talk about a busy episode. Busy couple episodes. That might be one of the ones where we have to do 3 episodes. I'll make sure we get up early for that one. I'll have to start at 7 a.m. for that. Holy smokes. So let's get ready. The rest of this unloaded here. I'm going to go actually put this directly into our soup factory. I think the parsnips are running a little low anyway, so we might as well go ahead and dump some in there. This is 22,000 liters. It's a lot of liters. That'll certainly help. Alright, they're all in there. Let's see, what do we got in there? Alright, red beets are a little lower now, but yeah, parsnip was around the same as actually, a little bit lower than red beets, I guess. It was about 40,000. So there's plenty in there now. They got enough in there, ready to go, so that's good. So while everything else is going on, let's go ahead and take care of spraying this field, and then we're going to pick up some of that grass and bring it to the sheep. Actually, as a matter of fact, we might do the sheep now, just because we know for a fact they're pretty much out. I don't think they have any food at all, actually. So, that's not good. So let's go take care of them. Alright, that turned into a little bit of a longer time lapse than what I had initially anticipated, but I wanted to get the rest of that stuff done, so I decided just to let's do it all together in that same time lapse. So we did. So we've got the field taken care of. It's been herbicide sprayed. The egg has been moved. The grass has been filled up, maxed out for both sheep pens, or sheep straw. Talk straight, Z. Sheep troughs. Here we go. Use your words, pronunciate. So those are good. So now we just have to pretty much finish harvesting this field and harvesting the root crop field, the parsnip field over there. And I think what we're going to do, as I mentioned already, kind of, or at least leaded to, I didn't really fully say we would or wouldn't, but I think we're going to. I think we're going to do 2 episodes here in March, and we'll do the second episode with drilling. And probably picking up, most of that grass as well. Now, we will have to fertilize spray it today, which is a little awkward, right? It's a little unrealistic, I guess, by spraying it with fertilizer. That's the reason why I didn't put the sprayer away, because I knew we were going to have to utilize it for that grass field. It's going to be a little awkward, because there's going to be grass on the ground, and we're going to spray over top of it, but it'll let us do it, so we're going to do it. Alright, so it said that the root crops they're full again, so you need to go unload those. I feel like I just unloaded them, but I have to unload them again. I'm actually going to do this a little bit different than we normally do. I'm going to have the worker start going this way now, and we'll jump into one of the other, the Landini, wherever that is, and get these unloaded again. The grass worker, for whatever reason, since I've made that change, seems to have an issue with one of those passes, and I suspect it has to do with one of the trees that's on the side of the hill. So, we're going to have to try to touch that up as well today, before we spray it, obviously. We want to make sure to get all of the grass mowed before we spray it. So as far as what we'll put back into this field when we're done, I think we'll do carrots, because this is a big field of parsnips, so we'll have plenty. We have a big field, that big field there, the big square field there is red beets. The smaller field we have is carrots, so we'll probably put carrots in this one. And then we can, just kind of rotate them around like we normally do, right? When it's time to harvest those 2 fields, we can see where we're at, and whichever one is lower, we'll put in the bigger field. Right? One other thing we can try to do today is move the slurry over as well to turn it into silage. Well, not silage. Sorry, not silage. Put it in the BGA tank to turn that into digestate and electricity. So we'll do that today as well, because there is some slurry from the cows that we can get rid of. I believe there's also potentially manure there too. I got to take a look at that, but I don't remember if the BGA takes manure or not. We may have to find something else to utilize the manure for, or just sell it outright. This will be good to take this corn over here. Now, we might need to get more mineral feed. I told you that, and I think at the last episode or 2 episodes ago, whatever it was, when I went over there and started unloading the mineral feed, we don't really have any more mineral feed over there, so we're going to have to go to the shop. We're going to have to make a trip to the shop here soon to get rid of some mineral feed. Now, as far as stuff in here to sell, the sunflowers are best to sell today. We talked about that, right? Actually, I'm sorry. They are not best to sell today. I screwed that up. I swear it said May. Oh, no, it is March. Never mind. Ooh, I'm getting my months mixed up now, too. It is the best time to sell it, and it's dropping. So, we need to get that sold, too. So, what we probably will end up doing, gang, is... well, I guess we can't do it at the same time, can we? I was going to say what we'll probably end up doing is taking the trailer plus, one of these trailers filled with sunflowers up to cooperative, because we haven't been there in a while, sell the sunflowers at cooperative, and then buy some more mineral feed at the shop and bring it back with the trailer. But we might have to make 2 trips for that. I don't think that's going to work, unfortunately. An AI worker F complete their test. It must be the grass. It's got to be the swather. And we know he's not done, so. Alright, the corn is full. We're going to take the rest of this whenever it gets full back to the silo, but there's still plenty of room here, so there's no reason to drive it all the way up there yet. I just wanted to make sure that the fish had enough corn in there to continue to make us some fish. The fish factory, I should say, had enough corn to make us fish. It is definitely the mower, so we'll have to get this all touched up here. It's not... The mower tries, but he always screws something up. It's never perfect with the mower, unfortunately, so... There's a lot of grass here still to be mowed. Now, I thought about throwing a time lapse in here for this, but we're not going to do that. You've seen grass work so many times on the channel. I'm not saying we won't do it again at some point, but we do grass a lot, and we've been doing grass on the other series as well. So you've seen this. Really, nothing's changed here, with the exception of the house on the hill, right? But everything else is the same. So you've seen this happen many, many times. So I don't even think it's worth our time, or your time rather, to watch that, so I won't do that. To save you some suffering, maybe? I don't know what the word is I'm trying to look for here. That's not really the word I'm looking for, but hopefully you know what I'm trying to get at. I'm going to put it on a worker here and see what happens. I'm going to see if the worker can go again. Looks like they're going to be fine, so we're going to keep them going. This one is full again, so we gotta do our shuffling of equipment. It's definitely helping having both of them go, because look how much faster we're getting through this field now, right? I mean, if it was just one, we'd only have that little section done. We'd be having a monumental task still at hand to get that harvested, right? This guy should be full any minute. Has to be. I mean, he looks full, right? He's probably going to start, and then he's going to click on and say he's full. How's the corn guy doing? Well, let's get this set up at least. We can start unloading on the fly here. We might just end up selling the sunflowers here on the farm. I talked about taking it up to co-op, but I was thinking I'd be able to pull both of them at the same time. But I don't think either one of our trailers has a secondary attachment in the back. At least I don't think. This one definitely does not. We'll take a look at the other one, but pretty sure it doesn't. We'll take a look at the flatbed trailer as well, just to make sure that one doesn't. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So. So much flipping. going to let him get ahead for a second here, and then I'm going to get out of the way of this one. The way, hopefully they don't run into each other. Alright, let's go and load this. And this one actually does, I think. So we might be able to here. Let me see if I can hook it up. Let me see if it'll work. Hey, we got it, gang. I still haven't moved those pallets off. That's another running joke. Oh, one just fell off. Okay. Well, I can move one of these pallets off over here, I guess, but that pallet's just gonna be sitting there for a bit. But that's good. We were able to get it, and this is the trailer you'd want anyway, because this is the slightly unrealistic trailer where it holds a lot more than what it really should. And that one just came flying off. All right, well, at least they're off for now. I'll have to move them around, like I said. I've said that for a long time ago, and I still haven't done that, so who knows. But I think the problem we're going to have now is I'm going to have to get one of the wheel loaders up here as well to get the mineral feed on the pallet, right? That's going to be an issue. Plenty of milk in there. We have straw. We have tons of manure. We got to get rid of that manure. And it does go to the biogas plant. Okay. All right. Well, they're buying it, I guess I should say. But I would think we should be able to put it in there. Hopefully. Let's get this up to the shop, and if we can't, well, actually, here I probably can figure that out right now. Am I able to pick these up by hand? It lets me pick that one up, so maybe I can pick them up by hand. I'll find out. One way or another, I'll find out. Let's get up to the shop. Alright, we're pulling back up here. There's some of the other stuff I bought for the grapes, as you can see. So let's just take that off there for right now. Let's go sell these sunflowers. This should be a pretty good amount of money. 52,000, almost 53,000 liters of sunflowers. Should be pretty good. Got really good. 250 grand from that. That's fantastic. That's so much money, gang. Nearing $1 million again. We'll easily hit that real quick here soon. Very soon. $973,000. After we buy some more mineral feed, it's going to drop, but let me get some mineral feed bought. Let me get it loaded up onto the trailer here. Alright, it's loaded up, gang. Don't yell at me. I know I screwed up. I know I picked up the additives, not the mineral feed. But that's alright. It still worked, so we'll deal with it. I don't know if I can attach this to the front or not. We're going to try it and see if I can take it back too. Alright, well, there you go. We're taking all kinds of stuff back. We got a big old train here. We're going to probably have a run-in with Byron, so I'm going to keep the cameras rolling here for a minute, because we haven't had a good run-in. Well, there he is. There he goes. We haven't had a good run-in with Byron or any of our typical individuals in a while. Scarlett, Walter, and there goes Alfred. Oh, nothing. Alright, well, wasn't expecting that. See you back at the farm. Alright, pulling back up here, gang. I'm going to drop the trailer off over here for now, just temporarily. I'll get everything unloaded from that off camera. Let's get the trailer back over here so we can get some stuff unloaded here. And, yeah, we'll just have to do that rest of that mowing there. And then we can pull out the fertilizer spreader sprayer, and spray the grass field down, and then we'll see where everything else is. We're probably pretty close, I would think, on the corn to being done. But we'll see. Well, gang, I was trying to hook up two awkwardly... I'm kind of flipping through all these different tractors now. I was trying to hook these two trailers up, and they are obviously not the best ones to try to hook up. These are all near impossible, and I'm not the best at backing things up. You all know that. I try my best, but I'm not good. I'm nowhere near any kind of a pro. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Let me see if I can try something different here. Looks like all the workers are getting full grain tanks too now, and the worker doing the corn has made that, he's just made it a complete disaster. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but it is a joke. I tried to show it to you in that time lapse, but I don't know for sure if you saw it or not. It's a mess. I don't think this is going to work either, but we're going to give it one more shot, and if not, then I'll just have to give up on it. We really haven't had to put the liquid fertilizer into the greenhouse tanks as much as I was expecting, so that's why I said I was going to try to hook these together, but it's not going to work. I want to turn around one more time and try it, but it ain't going to work. It's turning the wrong way on me. Of course it is. Even though I turn it the right way, it's still going to go that way. It does have an attachment, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it does. Now, that's about the straightest I've ever done that, and of course, I don't want it to be straight now. I want it to be turning. And no matter what I do, it's going to turn the wrong way on me. Well, now I got it to go the right way, of course. But now I'm too far away. Alright, one more time. I'm not gonna give up on this. I'm gonna try it one more time. Well, I just don't think it's gonna work, and that's the reason why I'm having so many issues, because I've got it all lined up now, and it's not giving me the trigger, so... oh well. Well, move on, I guess. That's a mistake. It was a waste of time. I think everything's full. Let's get everything unloaded here, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, gang, well, these are pretty much unloaded now. I went ahead and stopped them. They're not gonna continue to work the field here. We can get them to finish this in the next episode and re-drill and do all that in the next episode. It won't take that long to do. Reason why I'm stopping them is because we're going to fertilize that field over there, the grass field. Now the corn is not done. The corn's a bit of a mess, so we're also going to have to touch that up. And the video is getting pretty long as it is. And I said we were going to do a second episode in March anyway, so we can clean up and do the rest of that recrop in the next episode, like I mentioned. So. Let's get the corn kind of cleaned up a little bit and then set going on a worker again, and then we can start fertilizing that grass field. You can see it is a disaster. There is corn stalks everywhere that were not picked up properly, so this is going to be a mess, me trying to drive in here too. I may end up having to just back the harvester out. There's a small window. Maybe I can do it. Let's see if I can do it without killing any crop. Yep, we'll get there. We'll get there. Once that's done, I'm going to take over here. I stopped the worker on this as well, because we're going to clean up all this mess that the worker's been leaving here. Once we get to the end of the row here, we're going to clean up all this stuff that was just left over, that wasn't hit. So we make sure we don't miss that And then we'll probably put it back on a worker, and we'll probably go the other way, the more traditional way that we typically go on this field for the rest of the time, since he's having so many issues going this way now all of a sudden. It's very weird. All right, that's all cleaned up. I got the worker going again, so we'll see how the worker does here. Hopefully, it's a little bit better this time. Hopefully, let's go put this away, and then we will fertilize this field. All right, we're loaded up, good to go. Time to get spraying, gang. Watch out, sheepers, coming through. Worker bee's blocked by an object, huh? Oh, I guess he is blocked by an object. Whoops. My bad, brother. My bad. There you go. Now you should have plenty of room. All right, let's get back to our sprayer. Go through the thousands of equipment. Here we go. I'm gonna spray this up here, even though it's not a whole lot here. I'm just gonna spray it real quick, because why not, right? So let's put a little bit of a mini time lapse in here once again, gang. Let's get this field sprayed. It won't take long at all. Excuse me. And then we'll be done. Well, that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take, and we're almost out of fertilizer here, but I think we're going to be able to get it done. Now, I could have waited and did this in the next episode, since we're doing a secondary episode here in March. Wait until I got the grass up, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to get it done, so that's what we're doing. I think it's going to be almost perfect. Look at that. 39 liters left. About as perfect as you can get, without it being perfectly zero. So maybe the worker over there is full once again, so we need to go get that unloaded, and then we'll see where we're at in the corn and what to finish the corn up. I'm going to leave this just right here for right now. And he is still not doing the best job, but we're going to take over anyway at this point and finish up the corn for him. Having said that, it looks like our trailer is getting pretty full. We may have to go unload it once and throw it on a worker for a few seconds while that occurs. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's get this going here. One liter. That almost wasn't even worth me spending the time to go back there and get that. That one wasn't. That was one. I wouldn't even move up from 1 liter. Grand total of 10 liters. That wasn't even anything. I probably should have just let it be. Oh well. Too late now. This rest of this shouldn't take us that long. It really shouldn't. As long as we do it the proper way here, it shouldn't take long at all. Couple passes and we should be done. I won't put a time lapse in or anything here because we've done a number of time lapses already in this episode. So we'll just do a bit of a jump cut here. And yeah, we'll get the rest of this field done. Alright, that is it, gang. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this unloaded. And then I will get all of this into the silo. Well, I don't think the fish will be able to accept much more corn. But if they can accept any more corn, I'll give them some more corn as well. But the rest of it I'll drop off at the silo. And yeah, we can do all that, remaining part of that, all off camera. But I hope you enjoyed it, gang. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. Special thanks to all of our channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those. Yeah, pretty successful day. Like I said, we've got another episode here in March coming up. We'll get this field re-drilled with corn. We'll finish the harvest up there, pick up all the grass, and re-drill one of the root crops into that field up there. I believe we said we were going to do carrots, right? So we'll probably put carrots in there. But you never know. Maybe I change my mind between now and then. But with that, gang, we'll leave the episode there. Again, hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll catch each and every single one of you in the next episode.